Hi students, fine good afternoon to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Students, so have you all revised till yesterday's portion? Have you all revised till yesterday's portion? So are you revising daily's portion students? So please study daily's portion, don't waste time. Okay, so warm greetings to you all students. Welcome to our today's online class. So now we are studying about chapter 5. So what's the title of this chapter? Working with Windows operating system, isn't it? So in this chapter you have studied about what do you mean by operating system, what's the use of operating system, and last class I explained about basics of the computer things. Otherwise, how you are going to use your system or laptops. Okay. So again and again I am telling this chapter is very important. So all the basic things are present inside this chapter. So listen carefully. Okay. So before we are going to start today's class, just recall what are the things you have studied at the last class. Okay. So last class, so I explained about how you are going to use the desktop screen, isn't it? So simple things I explained. So last title, what's the last title I have explained? Window. What do you mean by window? So that rectangular area, what's the rectangular area here? This is a PowerPoint presentation. This rectangular area, what are things you have typed in this rectangular area? The document or anything, that one we are calling as a window. Okay. What's the use of window? So anything you can able to display inside the thing. So in this window, there are two types of windows are there. What are they means? Application window and document window. Okay, so last class just I have explained about application window. Okay, so application window means, so within the specified boundaries you can able to display the information. So here which is a specified boundary? So this end, that means this rectangle portion. Only I can able to type and display the contents inside this rectangle portion, isn't it? So yesterday itself I said I can't able to display anything outside this white screen. So that is called what? Application window. So this window you can able to minimize, maximize as well as close. So that also I have explained yesterday. So till this slide I have explained. So here which is the title bar. This is very important. Yesterday itself I said. So in your computer, if you have computer in your home means please open any one of the application. You might have seen this one. Okay. So what's the first one? The blue color portion at the top we are calling as in which bar? Title bar. Okay. So what's the use of title bar? You can able to give title for the particular document or anything. Then next to the title bar, which bar is there? Menu bar. Name itself having menu. So all the menus are available in menu bar. Next to the menu bar, we are calling the next bar is called toolbar. What do you mean by tools? Things you are going to use in a particular document. That may be, for example, you are going to draw picture means you will select pencil or pens or sketch. So that and all tools. So that all the tools are available in a bar called which bar? Tools bar. Okay. Then scroll bar. What do you mean by scroll bar? You can able to move this window here and there. See, two have is it visible for you? Some dark gray portions they have shown in the arrow diagram. No, there are two scrolls are there, horizontal and vertical. Okay. So here if you press and drag means the document will move up and down. So here down one a scroll bar is there. No, here you press and drag means the document will move here to there. Okay. So application window means outline you are going to study. That's the application. What's the outline of the document? So in that document, these are the outline things there. So and also, what do you mean by window control buttons? How many window control buttons are there totally? Are you remembering? 3. What are they? Minimize, maximize and close. Okay, so in the particular application, or what's the use of this application, or what's the name of this application? Yesterday I said, what's the name of this application? Wattpad or Wattfile. Okay, so here what's the use means, you can able to type any text or anything, or type any books or text or images or anything inside this document. Okay, so have you understand about application window? So application window means just outline of the document, or what are the things available or what are the things present in the document is given in the application window. Understand? So yesterday also I said overlap in multiple windows overlap. Okay. So what do you mean by overlap? Normal. What's the meaning of overlap? Normally I am asking what's the meaning of overlap. Overlap means one, for example, 3 books you have arranged in order. So we can say 3 books are overlapped. That means one among another. One book you have placed, then above the book you are placing another one book. Then above the book another one. Likewise, overlapping 2 or 3 books. Okay. Likewise, this application window also, you can able to open 2 or 3 or 4 applications at the same time. The same thing you have studied in this chapter called multitasking, isn't it? So 2 or 3 processes are executed the same time. That process we are calling as an what? Multitasking. Likewise, windows also, you can able to open 2 or 3 or 4 windows you can able to open at a time. Okay. For example, I am telling. So in my system, I am opening with example I'll explain. Okay. So listen. So this is the PowerPoint presentation. One file I am opening. Okay. So listen. So next I am going to open one Word file. Listen. So how many files I open? 2. See, first I have opened one PowerPoint presentation. Above that I have opened another one Word file. Okay. Listen. Again I am going to open another one file. One web browser. Okay. Listen. So how many files I have opened at the same time? Or how many applications I have opened at the same time? 3. What are they? Listen. First I have opened one PowerPoint presentation. This one. Next I have opened one web browser. Next I have opened Word file. So how many applications are there here? Totally how many applications I have opened? 3 applications. Is it visible for you? See, 1, then 2 and 3. So 3 applications are overlapped. What's the meaning of overlap? One among other. Okay, that's the meaning of overlap. Now understand what do you mean by overlap? So what's like in application window, you can able to open 2 or 3 windows, okay, at the same time. You can able to open 2 or 3 windows at the same time. But what's the thing means, you can open 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 windows at the same time, but at any one of the window only you are going to use. Okay, understand? Listen, here they have, in your book also they have given the same diagram. Here they have opened 3 windows. Isn't it? Have you seen how many windows they are opening? 3 windows. But they are working in any one of the window. For example, they are typing something in first Word file. Okay, or they have typing anything in this Word file. So if they have typed anything off, if they are working in this window means only this window alone will active. Okay, remaining 2 windows will remains inactive. What do you mean by inactive? That the window they have opened and simply the window will be there. They are not going to work anything in that window. Okay, but they are working only in this window. So which window is active? So among these 3 windows, so the particular person is working in this window. They are typing anything or seeing images or anything. So this window is active, but remaining 2 windows remain inactive. Okay, so which window you are using, that window we are calling as an active window. Remaining which windows you are not using, just you are opening and keeping that one. That we are calling as an which one? Inactive window. Okay, so I am explaining this one means they have given one word called overlap. Okay, what's the meaning of overlap? So multiple windows you can able to open the in a desktop. That means in your desktop screen. Here, have you seen at the back position on blue color screen is there? What's the name of that screen? Yesterday I said, what's the name of that screen? If you're owning the system, the screen will appear in your computer. What's the name of that screen? Desktop. Okay. So in your computer or in a desktop, you can able to open 2 or 3 or 4 windows at a time. But you are going to work any one of the windows at the time. Okay, so that windows remain active and remaining windows becomes inactive. Okay, so you can open multiple windows, no? That only we are calling as an overlapped windows. Understand? Yes. So till now we have studied about application window, isn't it? Now we are going towards the two types of windows I said. Application window as well as document window. Okay. Next we are going to study about document window. Okay, so document window is nothing but the same thing. Application window, you have studied the outline features or what are the things available in that particular application. Okay, document window means you are going to use that application. That is called document window. Okay, so in application window, same picture only I have explained. So all the things, what are the things? What are the things I have explained in application window? Which is this one, title bar, then window control button, menu bar, tools bar, so then scroll bar. These things I have explained in application window. Then document window means this white color area is visible for you. Have you seen this white color portion? Like a page, white color paper, that is called as inside this application. That means inside the Word application, the particular area will be there for typing text. That area we are calling as which one? Document window. Okay, so in an application window, they have given some space for you to work. Or space, what's the use of this Word file? You can able to type, isn't it? So you can able to type, you can able to insert pictures, you can able to insert tables, anything. So in an application window, they have given our particular area for typing or any that area we are calling as which one? Document area, or that window we are calling as which window? Document window. Understand? So which is the document window here? This white color portion. So they have mentioned this. This is called as document window, and which this area we are calling as which area? Document area. Understand? Yes. Next thing is the elements of a window. Okay. So already you have studied what are the elements of a window. Title bar you have studied, menu bar, tools bar, scroll bar. This and all you have studied. But they have given just elaborated about that one. Okay. So what's the first thing? Title bar. So what's the use of title bar? So see the previous line. So what's the use of this title bar? You can able to give title for this document. Isn't it? Yes. So what's the use of title bar? Title bar can be used to give or display name of the application. What's the meaning of the name of the application? You can able to give any name according to your wish. You can able to give any name for the particular document. Okay. Yes. Then the title bar contains 3 buttons. What are they? Window control buttons. What are the 3 buttons are present in window control? Minimize, maximize and close. So what's the use of minimize? You can able to minimize the document. What's the use of maximize? So which button is used for maximize? The rectangular box. So what's the use of maximize? You can able to maximize the window. Close means if you click the red color box into button is there, no? If you click that one means the document will close. So I have thought about this title bar. See, this is for minimize. The next button is for maximize. This white color into mark is called close button. Okay, these things are present in which bar? Title bar. Understand? So if you listen carefully, understand and study means no need to mug up it. Okay. Yes. So next thing is menu bar. Okay. So menu bar is present where? Under title bar. Next to the title bar, the blue color portion we are calling as in which bar? Menu bar. Okay. So menu bar, what are the things are there? Menus. Lot of menus are there. What's the use of menus? So that you will study later. Okay. In menus, lot of menus are there. File menu, edit menu, tools, window. So each and every menu have separate functions. Okay. Based on that we can able to use. So how you are going to access that menus in the menu bar? Okay. How you are going to access means, so simply you can move the mouse pointer means you can able to select the menus from the menu bar. One thing. Okay. Next thing, you can able to select the item by pressing Alt key in your keyboard. Okay. So two ways you can able to select the menus from the menu bar. Okay. So what are the two ways? You can click by using mouse, or either you can use Alt key from the keyboard. Okay. So Alt key or F10 key. Okay. Alt key or F10 key if you press means you can able to select the menus from the menu bar. Understand? So listen. So here this application, which is the menu bar. So which is the menu bar? So is it visible for you? See the menu bar? This one, home, insert, design, transactions, is visible. This one we are calling as a menu bar. Okay. So now we can able to, for example, listen, I am clicking here. So by click the mouse button. So this arrow point will show which menu you are selecting. So simply you can select by clicking mouse. Okay. That's the first thing. So what's the second way I said? Either you can use by mouse, or you can click or select, press Alt key or F10 from the keyboard. Okay, understand? Yes. So these are the elements of a window. What are the things you have studied? So just one time is it visible for you? One time recall it. What are the things you have studied in elements of a window? So what are the elements you have studied here? So title bar. What's the use of title bar? Here what's the title? Here they have not given any title. If they are not giving any title means particular things will be displayed as an untitled. Okay. So if you are giving any title means the particular name will be displayed here. If you are not giving any title means a particular document will be displayed as a name untitled. Okay. Yes. Then what's the next one? Menu bar. What are the menus? File, edit, view, insert. Lot of menus are there. That is called menu bar. Then which one? 3 buttons we are calling as an window. Already you know. Window control button. What are they? Minimize, maximize and close. Then scroll bar. Have you seen this one? 2 scroll bars are there. Vertical and horizontal. What's the use of this one? Horizontal means you can able to move the page up and down. Here the down means vertical means you can able to move the page from left to right. Okay. Then that's the use of scroll bar. Then this end they have shown as a corner position. Corners, the 4 corners are there. How many corners are there? They are shown in an arrow mark. Is it visible for you? So this corner position they have given in a arrow mark. How many corners are there? 4 corners are there. Okay. Then so this one we are calling as a border. Okay. Last we are calling the starting and ending we are calling as a border. Okay. Then this white color space area we are calling as an which one? Workspace. Workspace or document area. So here only you are going to type your document. Okay. So if they ask for 5 mark question means you should explain. So each heading and you should draw this diagram also. Understand? Yes. So listen. So in Windows 7, in your book they have explained which operating system means Windows 7. Okay. So some in Windows 7 sometimes the menu bar will not be there. Okay, so last slide I have shown a menu bar, file, menu, edit. So if likewise in Windows 7 sometimes if the menu bar is not there means, okay, menu bar will be there but sometimes the menu bar will not be displayed at the top. At that time where you need to go and select the menu bar means, listen carefully. Where you need to go means in so in this computer you have seen, have you seen this organize button? Is it visible for you, organize button? First you need to click this organize. Okay, if the menu bar is not there in the system means, okay, if the menu bar is not available in your system means, from where you need to select, first you need to click which button? Organize button. Okay, so in organize, if you click organize means this menu or this drop down will, so this name only file, cut, copy, paste and this and all we are calling as a drop down. Okay, inside the box they have given this, no, this one we are calling as an what? Drop down. Okay, so inside this drop down you need to select layout. Which option you need to select? Layout. Okay, so first which one we need to click? First which one we, in my computer which one we need to click? Organize button. So if you click this organize button, one drop down will appear. In this drop down which one you need to select? Layout. Okay, so in this layout have you seen this menu bar? So this menu bar you need to select. The next if you select the menu bar means the menus will be displayed at the top. Understand? So when you need to select this one, in Windows 7 sometimes the menu bar is not displayed at the top of the screen means, from where you need to go and select? In my computer click organize. In organize which one you need to select? Layout. From layout you need to select menu bar, or lot of things are there, which one you need to select, the according to your wish you can select that. Understand? Yes. Next thing is workspace. Okay, this and all very simple things only, they have explained again and again the same thing. Okay, so listen carefully. So workspace, till now we have studied about application window, document window. Application means overall outline, that means the layout of the particular window you have studied. What are things? Title bar, menu bar, then window control button, scroll bar. These are the things you have studied in application window. Document window means inside the document what are the things available. Okay, that is called document window. Then workspace, what do you mean by workspace? So in this diagram already I said this white, where you are going to type your document, this white color page, isn't it? So that page only we are calling as in which one? Workspace. Okay, so what's the use of workspace? The particular area they have provided for you to type the document or text, that one we are calling as an what? Workspace. Okay, so here which one is the workspace? The white color, this A4 paper, like A4 paper white color screen is there, no? That one we are calling as an what? Workspace. Okay, yes. Next thing is scroll bars. This and all already I explained. So how many scroll bars are there? 2. What are they? Horizontal and vertical. What's the use of horizontal scroll bar? You can able to scroll the screen horizontally. So what's the use of vertical scroll bar? You can able to move the screen vertically. Okay, so have you seen this gray color portion? Some buttons like there, no, they have shown in the arrow mark. Have you seen? There are 2 scroll bars are there. Okay, next thing, corners and borders. So how many corners are there in a document? 4. So 4 ends we are calling as an 4 corners. Okay, then how many borders are there? 2. So at the top and at the bottom there are 2 borders are there. Okay, so what's the use of this corner means, you can able to drag and resize the window. Okay, what do you mean by drag and resize? Listen, I'll explain. So listen, this is the window. Okay, so this window, how many corners are there? See, 4 corners. This is a 4 corner we are saying as an 4 sides we are seeing as an what? Corners. Okay, so likewise if you place the mouse pointer at this corner, the mouse pointer will change as a double headed arrow. Is it visible for you? See, so is it visible for you? So likewise this corners in this document area, if you place the mouse pointer at this corner means the mouse pointer will change in which size? Double-headed arrow. Have you seen double-headed arrow? So simply I kept the mouse pointer here means the pointer will be looks like a arrow mark. But if you keep this mouse pointer at this corner means the pointer will change as a double-headed arrow. Okay, so what's the use of this double-headed arrow means if you press and drag, see I can able to change the size. This is called drag and resize. Okay, what's the use of drag and resize? Just how you need to drag and resize means first you need to place the mouse pointer at the corner. Okay, first you need to place the mouse pointer at the any one of the four corners are there, no? Among four corners you should keep the mouse pointer at any one of the corner. Okay, then you need to keep the finger on your mouse and press the left button. So left button means which click? Left click. Okay, so press the left button, left click, just click it and drag. So if you move this mouse pointer means you can able to resize. This is called drag and resize. Understand what's the meaning of drag and resize? So each and everything I'll explain just like a practical I'll explain in my system, so you can easily get understand. Okay, so what's the use of corners and borders? Now you read. What's the first thing? The corners and borders can use to drag and resize. What's the second point they have given? If you place the mouse pointer at the corner means the mouse pointer will change as a double-headed arrow. Okay, so what's the use of double-headed arrow? You can able to move the screen or drag and resize the screen. Understand? So next thing is a start menu. Okay, so my system I am using Windows 8. So Windows 8 the start menu is not there, will not be there. But Windows 7, if you have systems in your home means please on the system or after the completion of this session you can on the system and check it. Okay, so if you are using Windows 7 means you can see start menu. Okay, so if you on the system, so at the corner position, see this picture, you can understand. Okay, so left corner you are seeing one screen. This is a screen, Windows like picture. This one we are calling as a start button. Is it visible for you? So is it visible for you? So left corner you are seeing one Windows symbol. Have you seen this? See the mouse pointer? This symbol we are calling as an which button? Start button. Okay, so listen carefully. So this all the things I lost in your lab practical time. So listen carefully. Okay, so this what's the opening screen? That opening screen we are calling as an which screen? Desktop screen. Okay, so in the desktop screen at the left corner one Windows symbol button we are calling as an which button? Start button. Okay, so what are the applications or what are the programs installed in your computer? So all the programs will displayed inside this start button. If you click this start button means you can able to see all the program files here. So if you click the start button means you can able to see all the program files available in your computer. Like this you can able to see. Understand? So what's the use of start menu? So if you click the start button means, so what are the applications or what are the menus available in your system? So all the things you can able to see in the start menu by clicking start button. Okay, so see this picture. What's the symbol? Windows symbol is called which one? Start button. So then above the start button you have seen search. Is it visible for you? Search programs and files. Okay, that box we are calling as a search box. Okay, so above the start button you have seen one box like a one symbol is there. Have you seen one symbol? So this is a symbol for search. Okay, so like a lens symbol. So that symbol we are calling as a search symbol. Okay, that box we are calling as a search box. What's the meaning of search? You can able to search anything, isn't it? Likewise, so here lot of applications are there. So if you are feeling to search the particular application means simply you can type the name of the application in the search box and press enter. Then particular application you can able to open. No need to search inside. Understand what's the use of search one? So you can able to search any file or application by typing the programs or name of the file in the search box. Okay, understand what I mean by search box? Then So here you can see lot of files, isn't it? So here this is the number of programs they have installed in the system. Okay, installed programs, now it will displayed inside this start menu. Okay, so this side they have given lot of things, isn't it? This and all we are calling as a sub menu. Okay, so what are the things this one called? Sub menu. Okay, so each and everything has separate functions. Okay, so inside the documents, document file will be there, pictures, picture file will be there, music, audio files are there, then games, game file is there. So here important thing is control panel. Okay, so in your mobile phone where you will change the settings, where you will change the settings of your mobile phone by selecting the settings button, isn't it? Likewise, from in computer where you need to change the settings means in control panel. Okay, that's very, very important. Where you need to change the settings of your computer in control panel. Okay, so you are a computer science student. So if anybody asks where you need to change the settings of your computer means immediately you need to say the answer. Which one? Control panel. Okay. So next thing, devices and printers. Okay. So what's the meaning of devices and printer means? If you are connecting extra devices to your computer means that all the devices will display here, devices and printers. Okay. For example, if you are connecting projector or if you are connecting printer or if you are connecting cameras or anything means, so it will be displayed inside devices and printer. Okay. Next, help and support. So help and support means guidelines. So about guidelines about each and every applications they have given in help and support. Okay. So next you have seen shutdown. Okay. So in shutdown there are three options are there. So log off, restart and shutdown. Okay. So her shutdown, how many options are there? Three. What are they? Log off, restart and shutdown. Okay. So if you click shutdown means the system will shut down, and so normally if you switch on the fan means the fan will fly. Then how you will off the, simply you need to off the switch, isn't it? But in computer not like that. You need to shut down the system. Afterwards only you need to off the switch. Okay, that's the way. First you need to shut down the system. What's the meaning of shutdown means? So if all the programs are running in the processor, first if you click the shutdown means all the processor will closed and then only the power will get off. Okay, so that's the use of shutdown. Then restart, name itself having restart. What's the meaning of restart? So this options and all there in your mobile phones also. So you can you might have know, isn't it? So what's the use of restart means? If you give the restart button means the system will restart once again. Okay. So log off means, so particular time you can able to give particular time for log off. Okay. So what are the things you have studied in the start button? So at the which symbol is given for the start button? This Windows symbol is called start button. Above the Windows symbol one box is called what? Search box. What's the use of search box? You can able to search any programs or files by typing the name of the program here. Okay, then so if you click the start button, so what are the applications installed in your computer? All the applications will be visible if you are clicking the start button. Okay, then this side lot of sub menus are there. Okay, what's the use of sub menus? So each and everything have separate functions. Understand? Yes. Next thing is the taskbar. Okay, so taskbar is, so already I have explained, no, the start button, that bar we are calling as which one? Taskbar. Okay, so which is the title bar? Title bar will be present at the topmost position, isn't it? Likewise, taskbar will always present at the bottom of the screen. Okay, title bar will be present at the top of the screen, but taskbar will be present at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so that screen, that bar we are calling that bottom of the screen, one horizontal bar we are calling as which bar? Which bar? Taskbar. Okay, so this bar next to the start button, what's the use of this bar means? So what are the programs you are using? That program, for example, I'll explain. No, overlapped. So overlapped, I have opened 3 or 4 programs, isn't it? So what are the programs you are opening? All the programs will be displayed in the taskbar. Understand? So what are the things you are present in the taskbar? So what are the programs you are using and what are the programs you are minimizing? All the things will be present in where? In the taskbar. Okay. So additional to these things, they have some standard icons. So yesterday I have explained about standard icons. What do you mean by standard icons? While installing the operating system itself, default some icons will be available in the OS. That is called as standard icons. So some standard icons also present at the right corner. Okay, start button is present at which corner? Left corner. So in that taskbar, same bar, at the right corner, some standard buttons are there. What are they means? It will display the date, time, network, then volume control button. These are the things also available in which bar? Taskbar. Okay, so that one we are calling as a quick launch bar. Okay, so what are the things I have studied in taskbar? Taskbar will always present at the bottom of the screen. So if this next to the start button, what are the programs you are opening? All the programs will be present at the next to the start button. Okay, and what are the programs you are minimizing? That programs also available next to the start button. Okay, and also in the taskbar some standard buttons are there. What are they? Network, date, time, etc. Okay, see the previous diagram, then you will understand. See. So in this previous diagram, so this we are calling as a taskbar. Okay. So this is called what? This bar we are calling as the top one blue color portion is there. No? This is called taskbar. Okay. So what are the things they have given in the taskbar? So first thing is a left corner position, which one is start button. So next to that start button, this and all files, folders. So this and all opening things. This and all Internet Explorer, folder, then Word file, PowerPoint. Likewise, what are the files you are opening and minimizing? All the files will be displayed next to the start button. Okay, this is the use of one taskbar. So listen. So in this taskbar, is it visible this diagram? This picture. So this picture. So how many icons are there? First start button. This bar we are calling as a taskbar. First which but left corner which button is there? Start button. Next how many programs they have opening? What are the 1, 2, 3, 4? So here 6 programs they are opening. That means in a system or particular user uses 6 programs, and after the particular user will minimize the 6 programs. Okay, so the minimized things also present next to the which button? Start button. Okay, then some standard, I said no, standard icons are also present at the which end? Which end? Right corner. What are the things? Date, time, then network, audio, language, this and all present at the left corner. These things are also available in which bar? Taskbar. Okay. So they have given in some separate portion. See, this portion alone they have given in separate. What are the things they have given? What are the things? So yesterday I said arrow pick button. So at the end, the left corner, have you seen that small blue color portion? This thick portion we are calling as an arrow pick button. Okay, so what's the name of this button? Arrow pick button. Next to that, this all the things are present in which bar? Taskbar. Okay, so then next to the arrow pick button, what are the things are there? Time and date. Then volume. This symbol is used for what? Volume adjustment. You can able to adjust the volume, high or low. Okay. Next, this symbol is called network icon. So if your system is connected with network cable means, so this symbol will changes. Here into mark is there, no red color into mark. So red color into mark is there means in system is not connected with network. If the system is connected with network means the red colors into mark will not be there. Okay. Then this is called EN. EN is called default language. Which language we are using in our system? English. So that they have displayed in EN. Understand? So what are things you have studied in this taskbar? So first, start button. Next to the start button, lot of the minimized programs are there. How many programs if you are using? After the using of program, if you are minimizing means all the minimized programs will be present next to the start button. Then this and all present in where? Left corner. Then right corner, some standard icons will be there. The left corner, the first starting one button is there. No, that is called arrow pick button. Next, date and time will be displayed. Then volume control, network, then language. Okay, these are called what? These all the things totally present in which bar? Taskbar present at the bottom of the screen. Understand? Yes. Next thing is a computer icon. Okay, so you might have seen this computer first in last class I explained. So while you are installing that operating system itself, desktop screen, some standard icons will be installed. What are the standard icons I said? Example, my computer and recycle bin. Okay, that icon we are calling as an which icon? Computer icon. Okay, what's the use of this computer icon means? If you double click the computer icon means, so how many drives are there? That and all displayed inside this computer icon. So what are the disk drives? Yesterday you have studied 5 disk drives. What are they? Hard disk, pen drive, then extra additional devices. Likewise 5 drive icons, CD drive. So all the drive icons are present inside which one? Inside this computer icon. How you can able to see? If you double click the computer icon means you can able to see how many drives are there. Okay, this is the symbol for computer, my computer. How is it visible? So Windows XP you have seen means my computer will be displayed in this picture. If your system is installed with Windows 7 means the my computer symbol will be displayed the second one. Windows 8 means instead of my computer they have given this PC. Okay, so in Windows 8 sometimes they will ask for differentiation between Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8 and Windows 10. You should know. So Windows 8 instead of my computer they have given this PC. Windows 10 also this PC, the symbol somewhat different. Okay, but all the things, if what are the things they have seen, so all the computer symbol will be there. Okay, the only the versions will be different, but the computer icon means the computer icon will be there. Okay, so in Windows XP what's the name of computer icon? My computer. Windows 7 computer. Windows 8 this PC. Windows 10 this PC. Okay, so today's class also we have studied lot of basic things. If you have computer in your home means please open it and study all these basic things. Okay, don't skip this chapter. So all the things are very very important. So from here they will ask mostly 2 mark and 3 mark questions, and that versions of Windows operating system very very important 5 mark question. Okay. So listen. So in my system, have you seen this computer symbol which is called as computer icon? This symbol, computer is called what? This is a computer icon. What's the use of computer icon? I said if you double click the computer icon means you can able to see drives. So in this how many drives are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 drives are there as well as DVD drive. Okay, this is the use of what? Computer icon. Understand? So today's class by this I am overing. So next thing I'll continue in the next tomorrow's class. Please study daily portion. Don't waste time. Each and every things are very very important in your computer book. Okay, this is the basic chapter for you. Please study and okay. So thank you students. Thank you.